The photograph is a combination of two words, two Greek words, that is photos and graphos, means that is a painting with light, we know. So like all other painters, we also paint. But instead of using different kinds of paper and canvas, we use our image plane. Okay, what is the image plane then? That's the sensor. See, we'll be using small technical photographic terms. Okay, we have to understand these small terms. That's the image plane means either it's a film or your sensor in your digital camera. So that is known as your image plane. Okay, so instead of using different kinds of papers or canvas, we can use different kinds of image planes like films or sensors or TPs, you know, the transparencies also. And instead of using different kinds of colors like your oil color, poster color, pencil color, we are using light. Is it a good lighting or is it a bad lighting? What does it mean? A good lighting or bad lighting? So there is no a good lighting or bad lighting. It is totally situation dependent. So accordingly we have to change our setup. Accordingly we have to arrange the entire lighting setup. Okay. So for that purpose we have to understand what is a light. We use light because to create shadow. Because only an effectively created shadow can give you the feeling of the third dimension. That is the most important part of photography. So you have to create, you have to position your light in such a position so that you can have a feeling of the third dimension. That is the reason we use light to create a shadow. A good lighting, see, we always concentrate on to three factors when we use light. The basic objective, the first one, that is to focus the subject perfectly. The second one, that is the shape, the dimension, the modeling of the subject actually. And third is to capture a specific mood of the subject. Now I'm talking about the portrait photography, now I'm talking about the fashion photography. So you have to capture the mood also, okay? Because you have to tell some story. Now if we need a very controlled amount of light from the top, okay, a very controlled amount of light, then we can use a smaller light source like this. This attachment is known as snoot, yeah, and there is a small attachment in front of the snoot which is known as the grid, okay. So that is specially to illuminate a very small or very controlled zone. You have to illuminate the background separately. Now we can add some drama onto it, right? So now you need, obviously we need a fill light from this angle. If you use this strip light as a principal one, so we have to fill it from here. Now we are going to use a very hard light to get a very hard shadow because of the body structure, okay. For this kind of a male shooting, okay, sometimes we can use this kind of a small light source to accentuate the muscles. This is known as rim lighting. That is the light source, it is coming from the back directly just behind the model. That is specially to separate the subject from the background. This is one way you can separate the foreground, the subject from the same colored background, okay. That is known as the backlight, and that special effect is known as rim lighting. So now definitely you need some frontal light obviously to illuminate your subject. Now it's moderately exposed, but again we need small reflectors. Look at here, look at this portion, okay, it is black. Look at this portion, it is black. We have to use different kinds of a fill-in light, okay. So we need small reflectors to illuminate this part. I've used just two lights, one major source from this direction, from here. That is a major, again, quarter lighting. It was a big softbox, okay. It was a big softbox. This one is from this direction, and we have used a thermocol, only a simple thermocol, okay, as a fill-in light from that direction. In this camera you can control the depth of field by controlling three factors. One is the aperture, second one is the focal length, and third one is the shooting distance. This is the principal light or the key light, right? This principal light and the key light, by using this one we are going to get the color, the shape, the dimension, the texture, everything, because this is a quarter lighting. Now look at this beautiful outline here, right? Throughout the body, in fact, throughout the body, okay. So now use these two lights. So now you are getting and sharp outline in the right hand side. Okay, look at, now we are getting the detail of the hair, correct? But look at this portion, look at this portion, look at this portion, is completely burnt out. See, this is, you are getting the light right here, here also, right? The top light should be placed little bit behind the subject, behind the model. Otherwise, you will be getting completely burned out the forehead, the nose, everything. Now you can see without even taking the photograph. Now if you wish to take, feel free.